guys, Alex here for Visordown.com, and today I'm going to run, nay sprint, through 7 things you ought to know about the new and upcoming Honda CBR500R for 2022. If you didn't know already, we took the new 2022 CB500 range up to the famous North Coast 500 road/tour adventureland in Scotland, and this was for a 3-day counterclockwise tour. And if you haven't already, check out the video from that linked here. But the CBR500R is today's feature, and to understand the CBR500R, you have to understand where it came from. Now, the CBR has been around since 2013 in its 500 guise, and it launched alongside its 500X and 500F siblings, which all share the same platform, with the CMX 500 Revel, the Maverick cousin, sat in the corner, and that was launched in 2017. Now, it's been a successful formula for A2 riders and beyond, with over 102,000 units sold in that time. And the CBR appeals to, in particular, riders who are under 34, with 60% of the sales share there, and 37% of these are new riders with a fresh A2 license in hand. So, getting right to it, what's this new middleweight sports bike from Honda all about? Is it a baby Fireblade or just a sheep in wolf's clothing? Number one, first up, what's new for 2022? The CBR500R has been substantially added to for this 22 gen, with new USD forks, so USD Showa forks are here, twin Nissin front discs, a new LED light and mudguard from the CBR650R and the CB650R, a new lighter radiator and swing arm, and updated fuel injection settings, to name but a few. Substantial updates, and of course there's a new sleek black colourway and graphics pack on offer too. Number two, the engine. It's the 471cc parallel twin motor here, liquid cooled with 8 valves, providing 47 brake horsepower at 8,600 revs and 43 newton meters or 31.7 foot-pounds of torque at 6,500 revs. It has incredibly smooth power delivery, thanks in part to the tweaked fuel injection settings at the low to mid range, giving you more torque available lower down when opening the throttle. It will happily get to triple digits, and 0 to 60 is surprisingly rapid. You do have to make use of the gearbox for the best of the motor, but with the assist and slipper clutch, the 6-speed is just super easy to flick through. As an A2 compliant machine, it's also incredibly frugal. With the 17-litre tank, you'll get around 65 to 80 miles per gallon with real world riding, and we were going for it over the 3 days. You'd get around about 300 miles from the tank, maybe a little bit less. Number 3, the suspension and brakes. Now, it's a 41mm upside down Showa separate function big piston forks here, and these are brought across from the CB650R. They're non-adjustable, but they're extremely capable on the road, and paired to a 5-stage adjustable monoshock rear that's tweaked to work with that new front end. The large single disc from 2021 is ditched in favour of a new twin setup with 296mm discs and radially mounted Nissin 4-piston calipers up front. They don't bite excessively hard but provide great stopping power with a progressive pull. 2-channel ABS features, and there was no real sign of it kicking in under heavy braking. And if you weren't sure, radially mounted calipers offers a more direct feel under braking, with little to no play through the span adjustable lever. Overall, a huge addition to the 2022 model here. It feels great in corners and contributes to the well-poised road feel. Number 4, the accessories and features. Now, the model we were riding included a few options from the catalogue. It had a taller black screen, heated grips, which were absolutely lovely, wheel stripes, and a tank bag. You can also choose from a 35-litre top box, seat cowl, tank pads, and a few other bits that are on the catalogue. Features-wise, things are pretty basic here, to be fair, but they do the job. An LCD dash with white numbers on a black background displays all of the essentials, like your miles per gallon, your gear indicator, the revs, but it has no smartphone connectivity, and it could be a bit basic. And there's no riding modes either, just on and off. Number 5, the Fireblade dynamics. Now, style-wise, the CBR500R is starting to really shape up as a baby Fireblade. Little winglets feature here with clip-on bars, a low 785mm seat height, and the riding position is all truly sporty. The only thing missing is a massive growl from an otherwise lively motor. At speed, it errs on the side of smooth rather than raucous. With a lighter swing arm, the engine acting as a stressed chassis member, and lighter radiator with lighter wheels, the weight distribution is near 50-50 and the total weight is 192 kilograms wet. It's a solid feeling machine on the road, and pushing it with the open throttle is not only going to be great fun, you're also not at risk of losing your license, which is always great. So is it a baby blade? I guess it's the closest you're going to get. Number 6, problems, any bad bits? I mean, as for negatives, there's a few minor niggles here. The mirrors are stretched out right in front of you. They're quite awkward to adjust on the go, and they're still filled with mostly your elbow and arm, so you have to tilt your helmet to get the full view. The LCD dash is basic, and in terms of features, there isn't a whole lot going on. You get what you're given, and the rest is on the catalogue. Some may want a bit more accompaniment from the exhaust as well, but that can be arranged aftermarket. I am 6'3"-ish, and I came off the bike with a bit of a sore ass and stiff legs, but that's almost par for the course when you're on 2 wheels all day and you're quite tall. Realistically, what is offered here in terms of price and the frugal running nature of the bike is an attractive prospect for someone who's after a middleweight sports bike. And number 7, the price. Now, lastly here, it's yet to be confirmed, but speaking with Honda, we're told to expect only a marginal markup from the 2021 pricing. So around about £6,500 as is, but that's a guess. It could be somewhere a bit more, a bit less. And if so, that's a pretty good price. On the monthly figures, you'll be well under £100 a month in payments, and since it will be cheap to run with a great miles per gallon figure, it's just about as much fun as you can have with an A2 motor out of the box, and very attractive at that. So the verdict, I mean, naturally Honda has a good reputation for reliability, and this is top fun on the road. It's almost the baby blade that you may be after, and we certainly pushed it on the NC500. I couldn't sit here and say that I'd want more power, as it's as powerful as an A2 bike gets out of the box, but it is fantastic fun, and the 2022 upgrades really bring this into serious consideration over the previous 2021 edition. So the 2022 is just better than the 2021, I'd say, and it could be exceptional value considering what you get over the previous model for potentially a few £100 more. So, thank you very much for watching. The full in-depth review is on Visordown.com now if you want to check it out. And you can also watch our other NC500 videos if you fancy more Scottish scenery. If you're this far into the video, let us know in the comments what middleweight sports bike is your favourite. Like, subscribe, and all that good stuff. Thank you so much for watching, and goodbye. Cheers.